What if the reason you feel stuck has nothing to do with your circumstances and everything to do with the frequency you are broadcasting? Nikola Tesla died alone in 1943, owing thousands in unpaid rent. The man who gave us alternating current, who invented wireless transmission a century before we had it. Dead, broke, forgotten. But here's what they do not teach you. Tesla did not appear to fail because his inventions did not work. He appeared to fail because he refused to collapse into other people's frequency. He operated at 3, 6, 9, while the world demanded he stay at 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. What if you are doing the same thing right now, trying to change your life at the wrong frequency? Let me show you what Tesla discovered. What if you are working 60-hour weeks and still cannot make rent? You know exactly what you need to do to change your life. You have the vision, you have the plan, but you cannot make yourself execute. Sound familiar? Here is what Tesla said when he arrived in America in 1884 with 4 cents in his pocket. The present is theirs. The future, for which I really worked, is mine. 4 cents, digging ditches for $2 a day just to survive. But Tesla was not vibrating at the frequency of poverty. He was holding the frequency of his vision. What if you are not stuck because of your circumstances? What if you are stuck because you are tuning into the frequency of your circumstances? Every morning you check your bank account and feel that contraction in your chest. Every scroll through social media, that comparison. Every conversation with your family, that measurement of who they need you to be. You are broadcasting at the frequency of the person who is behind. And the quantum field is delivering more of that frequency back to you, not because the universe hates you, because resonance is law. Tesla understood something most people never learn. The quantum field does not respond to your story, it responds to your signal. In his own words, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, not circumstances, not effort, not worthiness, frequency. What if you could change your frequency before you change your form? Start asking yourself every morning, what frequency am I broadcasting right now? Am I tuned to my debt or my resourcefulness, my past or my sovereignty, their expectations or my authority? The field does not care about your story. It cares about your signal. Tesla spent his life alone. The world calls this tragic. What if it was strategic? He said originality thrives in seclusion, free from outside influences beating upon us to cripple the creative mind. What if the people closest to you are interfering with your frequency? Not because they are bad people, because they are tuned to different realities. Every human broadcasts a frequency. When you are around someone, your fields interact. If their frequency is incoherent and yours is focused, you experience interference. You can feel your frequency dropping. If you are not consciously choosing your frequency, you will default to matching theirs. What if you could become sovereign to hold your frequency no matter who is around you? Tesla was obsessed with 3, 6, and 9. People called him insane. But what if he was awake? He said, if you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have a key to the universe. In vortex math, 3 to 6 to 9 is the non-physical realm where energy becomes matter. It's the frequency where you don't just react to reality, you select it. Tesla built entire machines in his mind first. He would run them, test them, and refine them at the frequency of consciousness. What if you could do this with your life? Before you start your day, operate it in your mind at the frequency you want to experience. Here is your protocol. Every morning, spend 3 minutes at 3, 6, 9, not meditating, tuning. Ask, What is the frequency of the reality I am architecting today? And hold that frequency before you take a single physical action. In 1895, Tesla's laboratory burned to the ground. Years of research gone because it worked too well. What if the same forces are trying to keep you collapsed? Not through fire, through frequency interference. The economy broadcasts the frequency of scarcity. Social media broadcasts the frequency of comparison. The news broadcasts the frequency of fear. Your job broadcasts the frequency of compliance. Your family broadcasts the frequency of stay who we know. And if you are not consciously choosing your frequency, you will tune into theirs by default. What if your exhaustion is not from working too hard, but from fighting to hold your frequency in a world designed to collapse it? Tesla understood this. That is why he isolated. That is why he protected his 3 to 6 9 frequency at all costs. That is why he refused to collapse even when the world measured him as a failure. You are facing the same choice right now. What if you keep trying to change your life at the 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8 frequency? Reacting, hustling, grinding, hoping something external will finally shift? Or what if you do what Tesla did, operate at 3 to 6, 9? What if you change your frequency first, protective, fiercely? And what if you can watch the physical reality reorganize around your signal? What if you could become frequency sovereign? Tesla was sovereign. He never collapsed into their frequency. He never let their measurements become his reality. He held 3, 6, 9 until his last years. And now, 80 years later, we finally understand what he was trying to tell us. What if you could do the same? Not in 80 years, starting today. The question is not, how do I change my circumstances? The question is, what frequency am I broadcasting right now? Because the field does not respond to your story. It responds to your signal. What if you could change your signal? That is sovereignty.